What vaccines do indoor cats need? If you've just bought or adopted a little fur ball, you'll want to make sure all of her vaccinations are up to date and accurate. Although indoor cats face much less exposure to disease than a dog, there are still a few veterinarian recommended vaccinations Fluffy should be sure to get. And if she lives with other household animals, it's even more important to vaccinate her. When should you vaccinate your feline? Much like puppies, kittens should begin receiving core vaccinations between 6 to 8 weeks old. Cat vaccinations come in series, which means they will receive several shots over the period of a few months. The vet will also think about how long vaccines are supposed to last, and how likely your cat might be to come into contact with a certain disease. Vaccines for indoor cats. There are two primary vaccinations your indoor kitty will need to stay healthy throughout her life: the rabies vaccine and the combination vaccine. FVRCP. This vaccine protects against feline viral rhinotracheitis, panleukopenia virus and calicivirus. Rabies. According to the CDC, human rabies cases in the United States are rare, with only 1 to 3 cases reported annually. However, each year around 60 to 70 dogs and more than 250 cats are reported rabid. The majority of these cases involved unvaccinated animals, and for the most part, infected cats were outdoor cats. Nonetheless, since rabies is almost always fatal, vaccination is still a priority for all cats. FVRCP. If your indoor cat contracts feline herpes virus or calicivirus, she will generally experience upper respiratory issues including coughing, sneezing, runny eyes, sores in the mouth and even joint pain. Panleukopenia virus infection results in severe diarrhea disease in infected cats and is frequently fatal. If there is a very low index of risk, a kitten may only require 2 shots, as opposed to 3. Kittens or unvaccinated cats are vaccinated once every 3 to 4 weeks until they reach 16 weeks of age. The following booster timeline ranges from 1 to 3 years depending on whether or not your kitten responds properly to the FVRCP vaccinations eras. Some other important vaccines that indoor cats need. Flea treatments. Similar problems exist with fleas. Once in a house, fleas can lie dormant for months or years as pupae in the dust, in the carpet, or between the floorboards. However, even if they aren't in your home, invasion of the house by fleas being carried on vermin, mice and rats, or even on your clothing is quite possible. Now, for most cats, the few that will enter the house this way are unlikely to be a major problem. But of course it only takes one pregnant flea to infest an entire house when her 3,000 or so eggs start to hatch. More of a worry, though, are those cats unlucky enough to have a flea allergy. This is very common in cats, where their immune system goes into overdrive when exposed to flea saliva after a bite. Unfortunately, it only takes one bite to set them off scratching, causing self-harm and hair loss. In general, you and your cat are both better off safe than sorry. Worm treatments. Cats are subject to a range of different worms, including roundworms and tapeworms. And of course, mice and rats do occasionally invade even the nicest of homes, and even the gentlest of cats are prone to supplement their diet with a nice crunchy morsel if available. However, more importantly, many cats are in fact infested with worms within a few hours of birth, which they contract through their mother's milk. So, we must remember this possibility of roundworms hiding away in the muscles until the cat is sick or old, and then reactivating. Even more importantly, though, the common tapeworm is spread by fleas. So even one flea in the house could mean a tapeworm infestation. The vaccine is therefore a safe and clever way to produce an immune response in the body, without causing illness.